pride, back into ego. I feel like ego is one of the ones that it's now that we're in this action taking phase. It's like before you can have real confidence, if we were talking about it as rising up, you do almost need this like sort of fake confidence. Because if you come from this place where you're like, I'm not enough, I'm not entitled, it's hard to not go through the arrogance phase. It's like, I think it depends on age. I guess I went through it in 9th grade to 10th when I went from being like 90 pounds to 140. I was playing football. This is when I really started to come into like being known as being intelligent. I was athletic. Started getting attention from women. I don't know much about that, but that was a new world for me. And it was so hard. Like it was like I had always thought I was me. And like now I'm like in 10th grade. I'm like I have muscles now. Like people are talking to me and people don't disrespect me all the time. And I'm like, yeah, this is how it's supposed to be. Y'all know who I am. Fuck y'all. Y'all some bitch ass niggas, bro. Suck my dick. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Honestly, am I not God? Like, my brain would just take things so far. You give me a little bit and I'm just like, I am amazing and perfect. But what happens is that it's being built off of ego. So not only do you not need to have that much arrogance, but what's stacking it? Like, okay, we're attractive. Both of us are not ugly. Obviously, we're handsome. But like,
thank you.
We do get a lot for it, so I can't pretend. Like, I just said we both are, and you said you are as well. I can't pretend like we don't get stuff for being handsome because we do. But like, say things we really want or care about in life. Is being handsome the answer to almost any of that stuff?
Oh, no.
What do we really get? Honestly, we get harassed more, we get bothered more people talk to us, we get stopped more. Like, it's cool and it's awesome to get the attention and all that, but realistically, does being handsome really turn into a W for us most of the time? If anything, a lot of our accolades get dismissed by our looks. Like, oh yeah, of course you guys could do that or shit like that, which is crazy to me because I don't know why I'm grouped in with you, but neither here nor there.
That'll come from like charisma and confidence projecting like non-physical.
I'm saying that a lot of the charisma is dismissed because of physical attraction.
Okay.
Like you don't do the things you do because you look like you. Like I know because I'm with you all the time. Like you really do have actual charm and you know how to charm people and you know how to be shut up. You know how to express certain things to everyone. It's like because you have that skill set is why you get what you get. But a lot of people could easily dismiss it to he's pretty curly haired nigga. And vice versa, same from like my commanding presence or whatever you want to call it. I don't really vibe with everyone like you do, but I tend to create super intense relationships with the people that I bond with. And a lot of that charisma versus that charm is dismissed to how we look when that's insane because like we're really these people. Went on a tangent, but the way that I think pride really clicks in is that it's to see through these like scorn goggles is pride isn't just that I think great of myself. You're now looking down on people, like you're like, I'm better than you. You're now expecting things from other people. You're now bothered or disgusted with other people for not giving you what you want. Like, that's where words like plebeian and peon and peasant comes from. Because you're at this place where you're just like, I'm disgusted by these lower tiered creatures, and you want things from. That's where the demanding comes from. You're just like, these Neanderthals. If you know, you know. No comment. No comment.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? I think when you're in this place of pride, it's not just that you're confident. It's that you're looking down on everyone else, and I feel like it's stopping you from seeing the value in everyone else because someone could be bad at math and great at public speaking, and like when you're stuck in this judgment place of judging them for their faults, you're stopping a lot of win-win connections that could happen because you're stuck and blinded by those goggles.
Definitely pride is a powerful tool because building up from within yourself is something that gets neglected like 99.99999% of the day because you're processing external stuff. So I think I love pride. I think everybody should take pride in themselves and what they do. But like
Pride Month, but a very different word, pride, than that one. It's a different. It's like you would replace it almost with arrogance, linguistically.
Oh, that's a good point. So an arrogant level of pride where the ego that you mentioned earlier comes in, I guess is not useful because then it's like a future projected version of yourself that you're feeling entitled to, but you're not in alignment. You're not being congruent, which is where the ego will slip in, because it's like, ah, yes, you are great. Whispers of greatness into your ear. And then you're like, oh, yeah. Oh, I'm feeling prideful. Yeah. Yeah. Let me whip out my my new goggles of how I view my life now with all this pride. I've never had pride before. Oh, I'm better than you. Better than you, too. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna have more pride by squishing other people and putting them down. Yeah. But it's better than I was before. Before I didn't view myself as worth anything, but now I got pride. And then...
That's why I say it's more so looking down on people. That's where the demanding comes in. It's more so looking down than looking up upon yourself. It's like, oh, these people are lesser versus thinking how great you are.
Ew. Demanding of other people when you're just now feeling entitled to being a new version of yourself. And then I could see how that would continuously feed in a loop of negative self-talk and feedback, because you're going to be met with a resistance because you're coming from not a giving value place, but, you know, a taking value. So you're going around prideful, which if before you were feeling...
Well, you don't only have to think of it as you moved up. You know, someone could have been in this place for 10 years.
Oh, yeah, that's right. People get stuck settling and stay in a limbo. Well, I guess, let's see, what would be a good way to get out of pride?
To look down on people.
Yeah, have a little bit of empathy, you know, be a little
empathy
humble.
Would be the answer, and humbleness, yeah.
Realize that, like, it's not a competitive, like, you have to be at the top. It's more like I am one, not to be like, I'll be one with the humans, but like, yes, these are all humans. I can engage with them. I can not feel resistance when I engage with them. Okay, maybe I am one of them. We are all humans, yes. I wish I was the king again. It was fun in my pride castle, but then I didn't have that many friends, nor did I get along with people without having resistance. So yeah, I guess empathy and being humble would be a way to get out of pride. And instead of looking at people with scorn, it like takes it away from a competitive view of the world, and you can be more collaborative. You know, you're not running into like, oh no, are they questioning my level of pride and entitlement? No. You're like, oh, okay, I can feel this way inside, but still see them as equal enough to communicate. And then that would get rid of demanding, because you're out of competitive frame and into more of collaborative, so you can work together. Yeah. I realized pride could be so detrimental.